weakness, wickedness, and the clear manhunting that I think in football is too much. But as I was saying, is my life, is the life I love, is the life I work. Since I was a kid, I work for this, and I will love until my last day. So is one more experience in my life.
The headlines Sunday then quite different from Saturday. Manhunt, clever little play on words, Jose's rage. Ale, I'll start with you on this, man. I feel bad for the guy. Brexit's his fault, weather's his fault, he's the subject of a manhunt. What did you make of the post-match sound?
To see Jose Mourinho try to play the role of a victim, it's
not new.
It's a new low. It's funny in some ways, it's entertaining, and it gives us something to talk about. But I would just suggest that if you watch that team play yesterday in the second half, it wasn't anything about Jose Mourinho. It was a team that was desperate, disorganized, disconnected, but enough talented players that just wanted to commit numbers for and say, you know what, forget the tactics, forget everything else. We have an urgency to go win the game, and they went and did that because they are that good individually and as a group far superior to Newcastle. To see Manchester United play like that and see that they're actually capable of generating that sort of excitement at Old Trafford, it suggests that, look, man, just let the reins go. Let these guys go. Let them play. So you don't want to see Marcus Rashford sat on the field and McTominay scared. Mm-hmm. Well, then don't put Scott McTominay in a position in which he doesn't feel comfortable playing. Now, the other thing that I thought was laughable about what he just said is the idea that he says players don't play for managers. Then why are you here? Why do we have you in place then? If players are not supposed to buy into what you're selling, if that's not part of your job, if it's not part of your job to get the very best of these professionals, yes, they're professionals, so yes, they should be self-motivated, but you're supposed to get the very best out of them, then what are you doing in the sidelines then? What are you doing in training? It's part of your job description. And he should be held accountable to the standards of Manchester United, which, by the way, we all think those standards are pretty high.
Stevie, what did you make of the interview? Even after a victory, he doesn't seem happy.
I don't understand. You would have thought by now, he must know by now that if you want to stand up and go toe-to-toe with the newspapers, you're not going to win. Surely he understands that by now, but no. Time after time after time, it's about him. It's about the manhunt. You have just come back from the dead. Mm-hmm. At 2-0, this game was done. And miraculously, the players and the crowd have gotten it together and you win the game. How's about you deflect any nonsense question about you getting the sack and be positive and talk about the crowd got behind the players and the players showed great spirit and Old Trafford was alive and everybody left the stadium for the first time in a long while with a big smile on their face and it was probably raining, but they probably thought the sun was shining. How's about you talk about that? No. What does he do? Talks about himself. It's me, me, me.
Gab, Manchester United's next match after the international break will be against Chelsea. Will Jose Mourinho still be in charge then, you think?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, look, the story that everybody reacted to was the Daily Mail here in England. They wrote it very hard. They said that he would be gone after this game, win, lose, or draw. And everybody, once the first edition came out, everybody tried to go and stand it up, tried to get confirmation, and they were all met with a wall of denial from Manchester United, really at all levels. So it's a case of whether the Mirror got it right and maybe went beyond the club, higher up to, I don't know, at Glazer level or something, or whether they just simply got it wrong. My guess is, having denied it so strongly at the highest level, I don't see how they can go and sack him now, because that would basically mean that they've basically lied to everybody if they did. So no, I think Mourinho continues. The one thing that I'm pretty sure of, I don't buy this thing where he needs to win this game to keep his job or lose that game, then he loses his job. I think United are going to make or I would hope they make a decision on whether to keep Jose Mourinho or not based on a single game, but based on whether they think he's got control of the team, whether they think the team is somehow progressing, whether he's got the pieces back together again. And I think they're going to take this break to go and figure that out.